Choose your character.
It's not even the pot calling the kettle black. Like, they're just, like, yelling at a mirror at this point.
Say
How
hello to
bad
the
baby
audience.
stands are gonna go after Kim.
Oh, let them come after us. It's gonna be a bloodbath for them.
You know what? I got more points for them than they got for me. What's up, everybody? This is Podcast by Default, and
We're
I'm gonna be
talking
switching to a
shit.
better. Let me switch to a better mic. I'm gonna be right back, y'all.
Oh my god, talking shit by default.
Imagine calling yourself
Talking
a bad
nice.
baby stan.
That
Imagine
hurts.
being that person.
That hurts my soul. I'm sorry, but you deserve to be put in a mental hospital.
How old is she? 17?
She's 17?
Isn't she? I'm pretty
She
sure
was
she's
like
like
15 when everything started.
I'm pretty sure she's like 17. She's still young, but like she should know better by now. It's absolutely on purpose. It's like I get it. It's money and it's for her career, but also it's like it's less her. It's more her stands. Like really.
No, she needs to
Yeah,
be brought
she's
down the peg.
17.
We need a Dramageddon for her.
Aw, not like the James. No, I don't like that. Unless she actually committed a crime.
I'm pretty sure she did at this point.
No, she needs like the Jake Paul kind of canceling, you know? Oh no, he didn't even really get canceled, did he?
No.
No.
Like
He's
people want
thriving.
to cancel him, but he always gets away.
His audience is too young. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't understand morality at all. Most
I'm
people
sorry,
don't
who?
even understand morality at all.
It's so sad because his victims are the kids who buy all of his scams.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Jake
Paul.
Paul.
That's. I can feel the gray hairs popping out of my head with that man. I have no words for him. Although I don't really I've never cared too much for the Paul brothers. I just like I don't really hate a lot of. I do hate. Okay, hold on, that's a lie. I hate a lot of people, but
Same.
for the most part, people like Jake Paul, whatever. I don't give enough shits to hate them, but they're definitely very exhausting.
Apparently, everyone's been saying like Logan Paul redemption arc. Like he's been on a good streak.
He
Like
did
he's been doing
one
some
good
really
thing.
good things.
He did one
I don't
good
know.
thing.
I don't keep up with it, but if he is turning a new leaf, good for him. Maybe pass it on to your brother.
I don't trust it because people can't change that easily. The only way people change is through hard work and overtime, and if something drastic happens in their lives.
So I'm just thinking, like, is this him putting in the work? Like, I definitely don't think he's an angel now. I don't think anybody is. You know,
Yeah.
especially with that kind of past.
I definitely
Yeah,
don't
no,
think so.
like, I wonder, is he trying at this point?
See, my thing with people on the redeeming or like maybe doing good is like, again, for the most part, I dislike a lot of people. I hate a lot of I hate people, but I also
You
there's
sound
some
like
people I
me.
just like.
Sounds
There's
so
some
emo.
I hate. I felt that. I feel like Zuko when he's like, I'm never happy. Like what the. Okay, no, I do. There are people in this world that I hate, but for the most part, it's like I just don't care enough to hate like certain people. Like when people are like, I hate these people with a passion. I don't have that passion to hate somebody. It's like to hate somebody like that. There are people in this world.
I can't truly hate a person if I don't know them.
Yeah.
Unless they're like, you know, or something.
I'm gonna fight Discord. I'm so sorry, guys.
You keep
I
disconnecting.
also came out, yeah.
The way I see it is, I save my hatred for people who cross me. Like,
Yes.
some people we know from our past, but I just automatically don't like people. There's a huge difference between me not liking you and me hating you, but most people just fall into the me not liking you.
People are like, okay, I'm not their biggest fan, but I'll still be like, polite to them. I can still be civil. It's whatever, you know, like you're not really a thought in my mind. And there's other people who are like, there's like maybe a handful of people I have where it's like, I will actively hate you and I will actively hate you till I die.
Mm-hmm.
If you die first, I will dance on your grave.
I can't think of anybody in my head, like celebrities and influencers and stuff. Like I can't really. There are some people I dislike, but I just don't know. Like some people I don't have enough anger to hate them. But there's people in my real life that I can tell you I will wholeheartedly hate. 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 And that's spelling by default.
And that goes out to all our third grade listeners.
Oh my gosh, if there's anybody in third grade listening to this, Subscribe to Jake Paul.
Save yourself from a lifetime of shame.
Yeah.
This is intervention by default.
Well, that'd be hilarious if we just
Did we
opened our
even-
episode
did
like,
we
hello,
even-
welcome to your intervention.
Did we even do an introduction?
We didn't do a proper introduction. You just said, welcome to Podcast by Default. We're talking shit today.
Yeah, we're just talking shit. I think we're just gonna have this is just a chill conversation, random topics. But this is not planned. Let's not flash around. This is just
We're just
shit.
jumping all over the place.
It's really late, guys. We don't really have the energy to be like full structured.
We had full structured topics, but then we were like, hey, remember Dramageddon? And then we started going off. And
That's
then
basically
eventually
what
Chris
happened, yeah.
decided this should be recorded.
This is basically just impromptu. So, introductions are due. I'm Chris.
Yeah. Angela.
I'm Kim.
Oh, I guess I'm Jess then.
And we're your fairly godparents.
Imagine us four being anyone's fairly odd parents.
They would have the time
Now
of their
that's a
life.
show. That's a show I want to see.
Could you imagine? Okay, no joke. Could you imagine us? Oh my mother. Okay, sorry. Could you guys imagine us as like literally our godchild is like, oh okay, I think I need a new shirt to go to school because mine got milk spilled on it. We wouldn't poof them a new shirt. We'd poof them the whole damn mall, and we'd go shopping.
Oh, like
Yeah.
that scene in 16 Wishes, I think it was, where the fairy lady just turned the closet into a full-on, turned the cleaning closet into a full-on closet. Hold up, I'm gonna close the window because there's skunks outside and it smells like shit.
That shit smells like weed. You know, it'd be an even funnier TV show for us to be on. Could you guys imagine us as like wizards from like Wizards of Waverly Place?
Oh, now that's also a show.
Would you want to be a wizard or would you want to be like other stuff?
I want to be a wizard.
Me
And I feel
too.
like you can do the most with that. Also, like, I'd at least want to know a vampire if we were in the Wizards of Waverly Place world.
I would love to be. I don't know. I would love to be a wizard, but like, what are the other things they have?
They have werewolves,
Werewolves?
vampires, angels,
Werewolves,
dark
vampires.
angels.
Cryptid hunters, cryptids.
Enormous giants.
Ghosts.
There's a lot. You're right. I don't know. I feel like because I already had wizard training because I watched the entire. We've all watched the entire series. And it's
Multiple
like, I think
times.
if you guys want a cashmere sweater, bitch, I'm your girl. Cashmere is the purest. Let's go.
Catch me outside. How about that?
That is not a spell.
That is a
Perpetuate-
curse. That is a curse.
That's the curse I got Bad Baby famous. Oh no, bro. Suddenly she's gonna be on a live stream and she's gonna try to add our Instagram, which by the way y'all should go follow. She's gonna try to add our Instagram to her live stream just so she can tell her she's gonna beat her ass. And when we call her, say like, bitch, can you like stop?
I wish
Your
I
white
was an underage girl so I could beat her ass.
What?
Hold on,
Yeah,
how old is-
if I tried to fight her right now, I'd go to jail because it's illegal.
You shouldn't try to fight a little girl. Honestly, I don't
She
know.
deserves
If that actually happened, I'd probably just laugh because it's like a little like a little baby yelling at you. You know, like she's little, but also
She's not that little.
she's my sister's age. So I'm like, oh, you're just a little kid who's so angry. Please shut up.
But I like how your sister turned out better.
I know, right?
Oh, thanks. Just hope for her after all.
I can imagine Chris, like, you know, in the cartoons when like a smaller character is running at a bigger character and then the bigger character just puts their hand on their forehead.
Oh my god,
That's what I'm thinking.
that's so funny. Hold on, let me search up her height.
Imagine she's taller than me.
For accuracy.
She's 5'3" tall.
Damn it, she's taller than me.
She's 3 inches smaller than me. We can do this. It can work.
And she's smaller than me too. Let's go, tag team.
Damn.
Oh my god. WWE, we tag each other out and in.
Who the hell was she called to be on her side? Most people hate her. Oh, you know what though? If she tries to fight us, we just call Sky Jackson. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna leave Queen
Doesn't
Sky
she
out of
hate
this.
her?
Huh?
Exactly, that's why
Exactly.
Sky Jackson's on our side.
Sky
We could
Jackson
get
also
we could get
problematic.
JoJo Siwa on our side, bro. She's like 6 feet.
With that hair, she can
6 feet
kill.
tall ass running.
If she's gonna be on our side, can we
Curves don't
please?
She would. She would like probably throw glitter at her or something and sing her a song. But I'm just saying, like, intimidation wise, Josie was the way to go.
Jojo
Tell
C
me
was a
what
How old is
monster.
she?
Jojo Siwa is like
Didn't she
what?
just turn 18?
I think
They're the same age. Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
You
I think
look at
she's
them
18 now
side by
because
side. It's weird.
she's 17. Yeah.
one's tiny, trying to act like an adult. One's humongous, trying to act like a child.
Jojo
You're
Siwa,
right.
if you're listening to this, please take care of your hairline. It's not a good look.
Josie, what if you're listening to this? Honestly, if you're really happy like that, you do you. But the ponytail, it does look like it hurts. You won't get mad if you put it down. You're very pretty hair. Don't make it go away.
I watched a video of her. It's like a compilation video of her getting her hair ready. And I wanted to cry.
You know that TikTok she made, the white one?
Yes, the
No.
white.
So many
White.
people hated on
What
her
the-
for that. That was so stupid. Like she just was
What
in
was it?
like all y'all complain like that she has that look, but the minute she changes, all of a sudden like people are attacking her either way. She put her hair down and she had like a regular shirt because it was for the TikTok. Like the whole point was to have a different look.
Hmm.
And people were attacking her for it. Like that was so dumb. And if she does want to start dressing like that, like let her. My God.
As far as
She
I'm
looks better
concerned,
like
people
that.
some people literally have nothing more to do. Now, there's nothing wrong with having an opinion, but I swear to God, people will always just be pressed. For what reason? What are you so pressed about? The girl lets her hair down for a TikTok. You guys have been, like people on the internet have been like, oh, she's acting like a kid. What's going on? Then now she lets her hair down. Oh, how dare she? My child isn't happy with this. Fuck your child. Fuck them.
Your child shouldn't be on social media.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
probably like 9.
I just realized something. Jojo Siwa was born May 19, and then Danielle Bergoli was born March 26. They're like less than, 2 months away from each other.
Took kind of along with the first half of it was like, I just realized Jojo Siwa was born. And I was like, yeah, yeah, she was.
Danielle Bergoli, when they turn 18 next year and she's waiting for JoJo to turn 17, she's gonna be like, it's on site. After May 19th, bitch, it's on site.
What? I'm gonna Google what she looks like. Jojo Siwa boyfriend?
I know! Bitch, I remember the amount of people who are like, bitch, I cannot believe this girl has a boyfriend before me. And I was laughing so much. Their reactions, hilarious. But I mean, hey, good for her. She's a young lady. She's 17.
Yeah.
How old is her boyfriend, though? Someone said that her
Can
boyfriend
you
was like...
imagine her dirty talking?
Stop.
No, I honestly don't. I think
Please don't.
What are you doing?
that's her like stage persona, you know. She has to go on the stage and then
Oh, her boyfriend's 18.
Oh,
Okay,
that's not bad.
older me.
Because someone I think Googled his name and it showed up like 26. So I was like, I think you guys got the wrong person.
Yeah, they definitely
No,
did get the
he's
wrong
18.
person. He also looks like a child.
Yeah, but he also looks less like a child than she does.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because she does go out of her way with her bows.
Yeah. I wonder what her net worth is.
We're going in
Jojo
deep tonight on this podcast.
I'll never get over the
worth.
time when I saw that clip of the Kardashian season where like Kim had Northwest like just have like a play date with like Jojo Siwa, and
He's a country boy. Sorry, I just saw a picture of him.
that's okay.
They're
And
from Omaha, Nebraska.
Nebraska. Where the hell is Nebraska? I know it's in the U.S.
In the
obviously.
U.S.
I was gonna say it's in North America. somewhere.
It's in the world.
Her net worth is around $12 million.
That's more than me.
No
I
kidding.
respect that.
Of course, it's more than us. We're out here putting out free content on YouTube. We're not even monetized.
Disney,
No,
if you want to reach out,
we had our own personal bows, but we didn't want to go there, so that's our fault.
That's true.
Ooh, okay. This is a really interesting question though. Now you say we had our own personal. Did you say we had our own personal bows
Yeah.
to
So she
sell?
makes all her money with her bow bows. What do we have? Air.
So you know what we should do? I always say this. One day I'm gonna have some merch and I'm gonna have a badass website and like a badass photo shoot for the merch where like you guys don't even think it's like lame ass merch. You're gonna think it's like, shit, this is the latest fashion. What kind of like, where do you think we should have like this like photo shoot? Like, do you think we should go to the mountains? Do you think we should go to Mars? Like, what's up?
You
What's your
might
ideas,
disagree
sir?
on me with this, but we could partner up with a sex toy store.
What the? What do you mean?
Imagine
Holy-
podcast by default, nipple clamps.
No, absolutely not.
I'm gonna be real with you.
You know, I'm trying to get into
No.
med school, right?
We future employers, we do not associate with that idea. We're just joking. We're just joking.
Terrible, Chris. Terrible.
You're
But
out of 10.
If Rihanna wants to reach out and make us Savage Fenty ambassadors, or me, I'm okay with that. Cause
That's so funny. We don't even show our faces. How are we gonna be promoting the makeup? You just like Photoshop it on.
no, Savage Fenty is the lingerie because she wants some free bras and free panties. You know how much money I'm gonna be saving there?
I was saying, same thing though. Who's gonna wear it? The microphone? The picture?
I'll animate it. I'll animate it. It's fine.
Okay.
We can hire models, or they can hire models to show off the thing. We don't have to show our faces or our bodies.
We can collab with like whoever, like, okay, one of the YouTubers I watch, Nazan and Kavari, she is a Savage Fenty. We could just have her on the podcast and she'll tell us about her favorite things and we get part of the commission too. Duh.
Could work.
Oh.
It's a good business plan. We just have to reach out and pray to God that she responds and wants to be on here.
She has a whole baby now. She has a son. Like, I would love to have her little son. He's so cute on our podcast.
Baby. Oh, babe.
Does she have a dog she could also bring on?
She has her husband too. Her husband and her son, just the three of them, just come on and onto the show. I swear, it would be entertaining. I can imagine that.
It'd be weird for them because we just jump from topic to topic. Then there's me talking about nipple clamps.
Okay, well they're not jumping on this one. So please spare them.
Is that gonna be your thing now? Every episode you have to mention him at least once.
Nazan and Kavar.
Every episode, I'm gonna mention at least one sexual thing.
Oh my lord!
Fun. But going back to your question, Kim, thinking about it seriously, I would like to partner up with like some of the stores we grew up, like Hot Topic, only if their clothing gets better. Because I remember a few years ago, their clothing just went downhill on quality, and we all used to love Hot Topic and stuff.
Oh god, I remember
the quality went down, but the price sure didn't.
Oh yeah, no, the price went up. Oh, we could also have skateboards.
I love skateboards, but oh wait, you meant like the style. I was gonna say I have too many.
You won't, honestly, if we were to ever make clothing genuinely as like merchandise or whatever, I feel like I would be down to make it like a clothing line, something that people are gonna wear, not like podcast by default with like smiley faces and rainbows.
Oh
like,
no,
not that. Like,
that's lame. We would go all out. We would make a whole new like clothing like you said, but it's gonna be good. H&M, who is she? Urban Planet, never heard of her. The real shit is podcast by default clothing.
PBD. Apparel.
We got not space theme. That's like 2010s. We're 2020s now. Let's see what's happened in 2020 so far.
oh my god.
Disaster aesthetic.
Alien theme.
Disaster aesthetic would be good if we do it like post-apocalypse kind of thing.
Avatar: The Last Airbender was originally supposed to be post-apocalyptic, like early in its conception.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think it would have worked.
I was gonna say I don't like it. I prefer what we got.
I kind of like what it, but that's what's it's so interesting to see like how TV shows like their original concepts have changed. Like apparently for the Avatar: Last Airbender, like the original pilot, Aang was supposed to there was supposed to be one fight between him and Zuko on like I don't know exactly what though. I've seen the clip. I think I saw it on TikTok, and basically Aang was supposed to, you know how he couldn't control the Avatar state, and how he didn't really know how to go in and out of it. They literally were like, there was one part where he put himself in danger personally. He like jumped off of the thing, and then he suddenly entered the Avatar state, and that's how he ended up winning that fight with Zuko. That was apparently supposed to be part of the original pilot. And I'm kind of happy they took that out, though. Now I'm thinking
No,
about it,
I
because
like build up. Yeah, I wouldn't have liked that either.
his whole struggle with the Avatar state was one of his like many
Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. As many struggles in the show, he had to learn how to like. He wanted to like let go of his like attachments to Earth, but he didn't want to do that, and then he had no choice but to do that.
One of the rules for when writing magic, the limitations and what you can't do is often more interesting than what you can. So,
yeah,
having
definitely.
struggle, build up, and limitations is better and more exciting than just throwing everything there at the forefront.
Because if you do make magic more like super powerful and you don't have any limitations set on, you can pull so much bullshit out of your ass, and that's not fun for anyone.
You know how we were talking about earlier? What would happen if we were like if we were in a TV show like blah, 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 like how we were like, okay, what if we were fairy godparents, or what if we were friggin' wizards? We'd burn down the place. What do you think? What would happen genuinely? I think I might have asked this in another podcast, but let's reopen this conversation. If we were like in, if we were an Avatar, do you think we'd like be like how what do you think our characters would be? Like if did they replace the characters as us?
Oh, so like we're not in the world, we're in the cast?
We're in. Actually, that's a good question. I don't know. Should it be like we're
I
in the
wouldn't
world?
want to be in the cast because I do like the Avatar cast. I would like to replace the Korra cast. We can replace them because they suck.
I didn't even watch Korra. I didn't even watch Korra.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it. I've only
Yeah.
seen season 1.
No, like if we were in that if we were in that universe, like how we're thinking like for fairy godparents, if we were genuinely fairy godparents, what if we were like benders in that same world? I think that's a better way for me to formulate that question.
Wait, what?
I'm confused.
Wait, we're fairy godparents, but we're also benders?
No, I mean, you know how we were mentioning fairy godparents earlier? So we're like, oh, what if we were fairy godparents? And then we realized we wouldn't. It would be funny as fuck if we were. What if we're in the Avatar universe and we were actually benders? Like
okay. So, but we're not the main. We're not with.
No, we're not the main cast. No.
Okay.
We'd fuck up everything if we were the main cast.
Yeah.
Me and Chris would probably be a Southern Water Tribe or Northern.
We would be Southern.
Yeah, I'm going off of like I know that they're mainly Inuit, but like closest thing we are would be closer to Native. That's why I'm going there.
Mm-hmm.
Angela's Filipino. Would you be Earth? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what nations we would be going off race alone, but it's hard because it's all like Asian stuff, and you're the only Asian one here.
Yeah. I mean, you're honorary. Does that count?
Honorary Earth Kingdom.
What would Kim be? Because she's Guyanese and she's from South America.
Is there any? Well, because she's Guyanese, she could go to the Indian roots.
Yeah, I'm Indo-Guyanese, Indo-Caribbean. The fuck with.
So I think Kim would be an earthbender and Angela would be more like air?
Would you be air? Are you dead?
Am I what?
Angela is real.
So Angela would be dead. I would be dead as well
Ang.
because they kill everyone. They kill all the males in the Sound and Water tribe, or I would be captured.
You're at war, yeah.
Oh yeah, I would be at war. That's a much better. I completely forgot they were at war with them, and they were actually doing battles because we didn't see much of that in the show.
What the hell do I even Google search to find this? Like,
you know what? Okay, we have to rewrite this a little bit because Angela being dead takes the fun out of it. So she'd be like Tylee's family because I do subscribe to the idea that Tylee is a descendant of the air nomads, though she's not an airbender herself.
So Angela would be like an air nomad but in hiding.
Or maybe one of Tylee's sisters.
Gasp.
can she be
You're the one who plays in the Ember Island Players.
No, but if Angela was a bender, she wouldn't put herself like in the spotlight like that.
Oh, true. Okay, right. We're all benders here. Right. Okay. Can I be dead?
No, you cannot be
I
dead.
can't be dead.
Killed Katara's mom. Because we thought that she was the last waterbender because they were killing all of the waterbenders, but it was Katara. Katara survived.
Then Katara found that fool and was ready to fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so how do I survive now? I wrote an escape plan for you, Angela. You gotta write one for me.
What's your story again?
Basically, me and Chris are both from the Southern Water Tribe. He's going off to war because he's a man. Wait, Chris, how are you alive? You're also a waterbender. They were killing just all the waterbenders.
Because I'm at war.
But you weren't at war yet. Just
You're
the
in
childless
hiding?
little girl that
Oh,
for her.
so Jess and I, we escape. So
Oh.
we get captured, but
Oh
we
yeah, and
also
then you go
escape,
in hiding.
and we do go in hiding. Yeah,
Okay, that works out because then you're not off at war, so we're less divided because now we already have two people who like we start the game, you know.
and we find ourselves in Ba Sing Se, where we find Kim.
There
Oh, that
is
makes
no
sense.
war in Ba Sing Se.
Oh no, am I one of those hypnotized bitches?
Nah, you're not. You're just
Thank
an
No.
God.
airbender.
I don't fucking want to be Judy.
Oh no! You could be in Omashu.
Can I be fucking King Boomy?
No, you can't take
I'm
you
kidding.
can't take a character.
I know,
Oh
I
no,
know.
no! You could be like, let's say in this universe, King Boomy has like a granddaughter. You could
Ooh,
be
so
the
she would still
granddaughter.
be royalty.
Mm-hmm.
And you would know the most about the Avatar then because you have your connections to Boomy, who was friends with Aang.
And that's how
So no
weird.
Fire Nation?
Yeah, who's Fire Nation? Fire Nation sounds. I'm sorry, Firebender just looks cool.
I feel like Gemma and Julia would be Fire Nation because they're
Like,
white.
But there were no white people in Avatar.
there weren't, but like if you're thinking like colonizers and all
Yeah.
that stuff, who do you think of? Who are you gonna
The
think?
white people, the whites, they just want to watch the world burn, quite literally.
Interesting.
I'm looking to see if like maybe anybody's ever like theorized like parts of the world like our world map and put them
Wait,
like
and Angel is also in the Fire Nation, remember? Even though you're an airbender.
Yeah, but she's an airbender in hiding, basically.
what?
Oh! How Angela would join us would be when she hears that Ty Lee betrays Princess Azula. That's when Angela decides to say fuck it to everything and runs away from home. That's when she bumps into us.
Okay, so if our story is starting that late then, but by then Omashu has fallen, some of the people have escaped with Sokka's fake virus thing. So are we in Omashu still being miserable, or are we out living like basically in the mountain?
How I imagine it is, so in the Mashu we meet up with the Avatar team, and we're gonna go do this over here. I don't know our objective yet, so we do leave Omashu.
Because you know what? That also makes sense because Kim is his granddaughter now. When they captured Boomy, they also would have captured Kim. So Boomy chose to stay and capture, but we could take Kim.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to stay a prisoner.
And we would, I don't know, we would take the fight to another part of the Fire Kingdom.
I mean, yeah, it is a whole ass war. So where would we be?
I'm sorry. I just found I've been like Google searching to see if like anybody's ever like made like the current world map and like put like okay North America is like the Fire Nation, you know what I mean, like and that kind of stuff. And someone did the map of United States and they put like certain parts like okay like Mexico obviously is not in it, Canada's not in it, but you have like
Of course, the U.S.
yeah like the Florida and like the southern parts of the U.S. is Southern Water Tribe. Then you have like like Detroit or whatever is like Northern Water Tribe. Then you have Earth Nation, which is like New York, and Republic City I think is specifically New York. Then you have Air Nomads and Fire Nation. Fire Nation is like where California is. Then they just put Texas. And Texas
For air?
no, Texas is nothing. Like it's
They're the new element. They're Texas.
but
Oh my god, the new element, Sandy Cheeks. It's not how Canada's just Canada.
Canada's Canada, I think, and just Texas. They didn't even like
They didn't even try.
like
This is the swamp people, Foggy Swamp tribe.
yes, they're just swamp people. I would honestly love if somebody were to like be able to create like a world map and maybe like somehow just try to figure out where. Like I've seen a couple, but some of them don't make sense. Hold on, I'm gonna copy this image and send it, and then we can. Dang, I think we're reaching about a break, so. But some people are really theorizing like it's not really like the best theories. I haven't looked at this map yet, so we're gonna switch.
Okay,
Why
let's
can't I?
zoom. Oh my god,
I can't even.
I can't even read that.
Can you even read that?
It's so tiny.
Yeah, never can I. Oh, let me
We
zoom
look
in.
green.
Wait, why are we Earth Kingdom?
Brazil is water tribe. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what. I'm just
Oh,
sending the
because
one that
rainforest.
maybe. But the rainforest isn't just
Rainforest
interesting.
too.
I just found one, but it's fucking rude. They put Legend of Aang, Last Airbender, unknown, and it's just like, damn it, Guyana's the only country that's unknown, my ass. Okay. There's another one here that said, basically, Ecuador and Guyana would be like Earth Kingdom, and then I think Philippines would also be Earth Kingdom. But like, this is bullshit because they started adding random other stuff. You see, it's hard. I need somebody to give us an official.
But like the thing is, the Earth Kingdom, the Earth Kingdom in the world of Avatar isn't spread out across seas and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like one bunched up group.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I was imagining like Africa, Asia would be the Earth Kingdom, then Europe would be like the Fire Nation, and the Americas would be the Water Tribes.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If somebody could make one, that'd be cool.
Fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm awake now. But I'm gonna mute myself for as long as I'm not talking, in case I snore again.
Okay, well then, I guess we should just
Falling
approach
asleep when the world needs the most. What an bad thing of her to do.
And really, I cannot believe you just left us again. Damn it.
So, okay, by this map, we just barely make it into being into the Fire Nation?
Yeah,
I
I found this one. This one doesn't make sense to me either, though, because I'm just sending the ones I find. I'm not saying that they make sense, but like, this one doesn't make sense because basically, then most of North America is just excluded. Same with South America, but that means our countries make the Fire Nation, and most the rest is just excluded. But this one doesn't make sense either. I just feel like, can the creators just look and be like, "Yep, that's definitely it." Or can somebody do it? I want answers. Actually, you know what I want specifically? I want someone notable to make a quiz that's like, hey, which bender are you? And a genuine one, like how you guys found one for like Harry Potter.
We genuinely need a Pottermore for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, we mentioned this in the last podcast, and literally right after we finished we finished recording the podcast, we went through so many quizzes, and they all sucked.
It's to the point where I am more confident in the type of Zuko that I am than what type of bending I have.
Yeah, I'm tired of quizzes that basically ask me, what's your favorite food? Would you like to have grass? Would you like to have a cup of oxygen? Some water? Or would you like to have boiling coal? Like, what the fuck? I really wonder, like, which one's which.
Yeah, some of them are so obvious. I always bounce between air and water when I take those quizzes.
I always bounce between fire and water.
I get fire and earth.
Interesting.
Between fire and water.
Interesting indeed.
Anyways, this should be a good time to break.
Yes.
We'll see you. You will see us in like 10 seconds. We'll see you in 3 years, maybe. We don't know.
We will continue this when they have an official map out of where the nations are.
Until then, go pee.
Pee.
This podcast has been brought to you by me, Chris, and I have been brought to you by water. The human body is made up of around 70% water, which means you need water to survive. So go drink some. This podcast has been brought to you by me, which has been brought to you by water, which has been brought to you by Podcast by Default. Welcome back to Podcast by Default.
Do you play any instrument?
Bruh, don't say that, because I do want to get back into playing instruments and just exploring that creative side of me. I want to play the violin.
Peer pressure.
The violin it sounds beautiful. It seems like a lot of fun.
Chris, if you successfully learn how to play a violin, will you play this one like melody from one of my favorite Bollywood movies as a kid at my wedding?
Yes.
Oh, I love that. I got a question now. What's your top like karaoke song? Because I want to go karaoke when everything's a lot more safe with this whole COVID-19 thing. But like, I just have so many songs I love to sing for karaoke, and I kind of dream of singing for karaoke.
I want to sing in karaoke, but I honestly never know what songs to sing. I never have. I need to start making a list because I never know, and then I don't end up singing as much when I could have been singing the entire time.
Okay, let's make a list right now. Like, this is our verbal list. Our listeners are gonna hear. These are our favorite songs. One song I think would be, honestly, okay, this would be lit as fuck to sing, is if all of us sang together. But the song from Freaky Friday.
I do not know the
song. Oh, don't wanna go out,
I won't get out. Hey, take me away. That one.
That'd be beautiful.
Oh. Like, could you I saw this one TikTok one time, and these guys were singing. My friend sent it to me actually, and she sent it. She was like, "Oh my god, like this is so funny, whatever." And it's basically these guys at a karaoke bar type of thing where like there's tables and people are watching them, and they were singing crap, what's the one? Like Gwen Stefani sang that shit is bananas, BANAN, and they were so hype, and like everybody was like smacking the table like with hype. Everyone was smacking. Everyone in the crowd were hype. They were hype. They were dancing, and one was doing the Running Man, one was twerking, and they were all screaming. And that's the type of vibe I feel like we could definitely have singing karaoke. Like it's songs like that. Like I need songs that like hype, not like, songs that make me feel like I'm performing.
But the
I
thing
feel like
about
the classic karaoke song is "Don't Stop Believing." You gotta do that one.
Oh yeah, that's like top 10 for sure.
the thing about karaoke and actually pulling off an awesome performance like that is you need to practice beforehand. That's why I have just a handful, not even a handful, it's less than a handful of songs that I will sing like and actually put on a performance during karaoke. One of the songs is Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little Mermaid, because I can sass the shit out of that song because it is such a feel good, just be the villain you can be song.
I love that. That's what we gotta do. We gotta set a karaoke date, and then we have to set up days for karaoke rehearsals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another song that's similar to Poor Unfortunate Souls is the Oogie Boogie song.
Oh, yeah.
And both songs are just like, they have similar themes in music because they're just the voice acting behind the singing is you're making fun of the main or one of the main characters and you're just having a field day about it. Oh, a song that we could all do together because it is popular and it is a fun song to sing is Part of Your World, again from The Little Mermaid, or Kiss the Girl. I've sang both songs with some friends in a field
Kiss
trip
the
when we were at the
girl.
mall.
Can I be Sebastian? I'll get my Caribbean accent on.
I want to be
Sweet.
Ashley Tisdale.
I'll be,
um,
I'll be Sebastian, just get my inner just get the Guyanese accent out, hot and
but
heavy.
what I want to do for karaoke, like a lot of the songs I want to do, like I don't even know if they'll have them because they're like kind of parody songs. Like that I used to watch that show. Sorry, it's late. I used to watch the show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and that's like a musical comedy. So they always had all these great songs that were funny but like they could really sing, and I'd want to sing those because they're funny. Like there's one for like everything. Like there's one about it's just a lot of songs that I would want to sing from there, but I don't know if you would have that.
I feel
I
like one song
think
I could see myself singing is "Rock and Roll" by Avril Lavigne.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well,
another
we have
good
to
one.
sing all the Avril Lavigne, like so much for my happy ending.
Could you imagine we go to like a really like a big karaoke bar and people are online but they just love us so much to just have us doing a whole tour, world tour.
Karaoke tour.
they keep singing encore, encore.
By the way, in case you guys didn't know, Angela TKO'd. She is not on this plane of existence anymore. She's in the dream realm, smiling down at us from her astral projection.
She was like, "Yeah, I'll be fine, guys. Don't worry." And she just like knocks out.
She was like, yeah,
That's
I'm
funny.
awake, I'm awake, I'm awake now. Yeah, completely knocks out like 2 seconds later.
We kind of got distracted during the break, our
We
5 year
did.
break.
We went off on like a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
in private.
We tried to promote our podcast. We failed miserably, but it was a fun time while it lasted.
Yeah, that started getting weird.
Yeah, if we don't have 3 subscribers in like 5 minutes, then some of y'all will be liars.
Realistically, though, it's like hard to promote something when you're small, and some people are just like, "No, I won't."
Especially when it's podcasts, because podcasts are so hit or miss. Because
They're long, and people have certain attention spans, right? Like me too. I like short videos.
Yeah, it's hard.
Really.
That's why I say it's hard to like promote. But like some people naturally just like will not check out. And even if you have like hey, I have this cool 2-minute video, will you check it out? No.
yeah,
Nope.
I don't like the people who are like that. Like, it's 2 minutes of your time, and it's an entertaining video if I'm sharing it.
This is just 2 hours of your time. Like, come on.
It's not even 2 hours, it's like 1 hour. Not too much time. You have 24 hours in a day. Or you could even listen to it in like 1.5 speed. Now it won't be 1 hour, it would be like 45 minutes.
How high would my voice sound? Did you first get high? No, because it's not like the chipmunk. You know, like to Alvin and the Chipmunks when they sing, Like they don't. No one actually sounds like that, so they just have real people sing, and then they like jack up their voices, like they make it faster. I was thinking like, if you did that, would our voices be higher? And if so, how much higher can my voice get?
The thing about voice distortion using technology is there's I'll be basic about it and say there's two kinds of voice distortion. So there's the change in pitch and change in speed. So what you're thinking about is Alvin and the Chipmunks is they changed their pitch to a much higher pitch.
And they change
Changing
the speed.
they do change the speed a little bit because they have to make it sound more natural. But when you just put it like 2 times speed, nothing really happens. There is no change in pitch. It's just a lot faster.
See,
The
that's why
best way I could describe it is remember that episode in Victoria's World Cat is auditioning again for Hollywood Arts, and then she starts singing really fast. Yeah, that's how it would be.
That's why when people try to like slow down the Alvin and Chipmunk videos and clips, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so weird. They sound weird." Of course they sound weird because that's not what they sound like.
You have to lower the pitch as well.
Also, because you were just talking about that cat auditioning thing, the way she sang there, that's how I used to do my speeches in like grade 7 and 8. I just wanted to do them as fast as possible, so I was just like, that.
I still do that. Honestly, I still speak really fast sometimes, and people will be like, "Wait, sorry, what did you just say?" And I'll be like,
Well, if you missed it, you missed it.
Yeah.
I got good at presentations in university. Like in high school and elementary school, I absolutely hated them because I didn't have any self-confidence, but my self-confidence did build up in university, and I'm still trying to build it up now so that I can be the best version I want to be, right? And presentations are a lot more fun because I just put on the show, I put on the performance.
Honestly, I was like that for grade 10 drama class. Like, I'd be like, okay, you know what, I'm nervous, but I'm gonna put on a show and performance. But for presentations, I'm the type of person, I always second guess what I'm saying. I never know if what I'm saying makes sense. I always second guess and try to see if I'm so sorry. I try to second guess what I'm saying, and I never know if like the information's correct. So now I'm like, I remember in second year of university, I had a presentation to do on an article I was supposed to read. Now, for the most part, I didn't really read the full article because it was like 35 pages of literally nothing. So I went online, I got the same theories, everything was right. I summarized everything myself, and I got actual quotes, and I had this perfect presentation out. And then I got nervous. I was like, no, I think I did this wrong. So I just like sat down and read off my laptop. I still got a good mark, but like, you know, the lack of presentation. Had that not been such a cool TA, I would have messed up big time. And it only gets worse from there though. So like, it's like something I'll improve on.
No, in those like easy movies or TV shows where there's like the bully, and then the bully's like best friend, it just like repeats whatever they say. Like the bully will be like, "You're a loser," and then the friend will be like, "Yeah, loser," and like basically has no original lines, just parrot. Those people are basically like bullies' background singers, but for talking. That's what background singers do, right? They echo most of the time. So the bully is like a singer talking, and the hype mans are just their background singers.
I wouldn't give the hype mans that much credit because background singers do have to know how to harmonize well with the main singer, and they also make the music sound more fancy with their oohs and ahs and pizzazz.
But the bullies and also goes like ooh and all those annoying voices too. It's not annoying when singers do it. It's annoying when the person does it.
Yeah, that's fair. So something I learned about today is massages, because for the past week now.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna talk about. Like, yeah, like one.
For the past week now, I've had this pain in my left shoulder, and it's just muscle pain, but it wouldn't go away no matter how much I slept. So I was like, okay, I'm done with this. Let's see if I can give myself a shoulder massage. And I searched up like what kind of massages there are, and I found that the Swedish massage was one of the lightest massages you could do, and it's really effective. So I saw this YouTube video of some of the basic techniques for Swedish massage, and basically is you put on lotion on your hands and you start rubbing the area to spread the lotion, and you just glide your hand through the muscle going downwards, like down your back. And then when you come back up, you don't put as much pressure, but when you're going back down, you put a bit more pressure, then you come back up. And so I started doing that, and it worked like a charm. I have never felt so relaxed in my life.
Oh, that's good. I thought you were gonna talk about those ones where you have the cupping
Oh, no,
stuff
no,
and
no.
they leave it on and
I would call that like pseudoscience, because apparently there is like a science behind it. It pulls the blood, takes the toxins out of your body, but
when you pull
it's
that
not
much
confirmed.
blood for that long, aren't you just doing like a back version of the Kylie Jenner lip challenge? Like you're gonna pop a vein.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to be careful with that one. Apparently, it's like really dangerous if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
But at least
Absolutely.
I could really use a really good massage. I feel like this quarantine, everything has just stressed me out even more. You know what? Now that quarantine, I don't know if, do we count it as being over? I mean, my work is unfortunately open, and literally the first question everyone asks when we have to go for like our, training and meetings or whatever is, how was your quarantine? And then I realized this shit's kind of over, but it's like kind of not. You know what I mean?
It
'Cause, like,
shouldn't be over.
it's even
Straight
another
up,
2
you
3
shouldn't
weeks.
be working. Like it sucks that you have to go back. That's so shitty.
I can go back tomorrow. I'm not happy about that. I'm
The
actually
thing
terrified.
is, it's definitely gone down. Like before, it used to be like 400 new cases each day. Now it's 300, and we are in stage 2 of reopening everything up because of economic need. I know today I was reading the news, and GNC, the health supplement company that just sells all the nutritional stuff that you saw in the mall and in other stores around, they shut down and filed for bankruptcy. I can't fucking speak. Bankruptcy. And just think of how much damage this entire quarantine did to a multi-million dollar company. English does not work anymore for me. I'm sorry, guys.
But it, like, I understand, but it's life or death, man. Like,
My only thing is, and that's what's scaring me even more. Like, why? But I mean, I'm like a little bit more confident they're taking like, at least where I'm working, taking top measures to make sure everything's like safe. But it's obviously not a guarantee, because if someone wants to be stupid, they'll be stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my only thing is that they could have taken 1 or 2 more weeks, or at least, if I'm being real, they could have done 1 or 2 more weeks to make sure it's like really reduced, or they could have at least rearranged these stages and their things, because now like even the damn premier's like, oh, masks aren't mandatory. Like, I'm grateful at least my where I'm working, they're like, you're funny, you're not coming in here without a mask.
Mm.
You
yeah,
know?
that's another thing. Like, don't reopen everything until we have a better system put in place. Masks need to be mandatory. There needs to be better organizations for people who want to come into like the freaking mall, this or that store. Like it's no one really knows what to do, and they're trying all these different things. So I kind of feel like a test subject in that way. Like there's no set plan.
There is a plan, but the plan only works if the people decide to follow the plan. And we've seen over the past few months, less and less people are following any plan. Even when masks were mandatory, people were just out there in the streets, going inside people's houses, inside stores, not wearing any masks.
That's because like a lot of it's the leadership. Like I don't want like some of the mayors have been not exactly following
Mm-hmm.
everything.
And
Like
even
specific
celebrities
mayor.
themselves just don't give two shits anymore. So people just see the popular people, and they see that the popular people are not following the rules, so they decide not to follow the rules, and it's just a huge mess. I do think that it is hard and difficult to make the mall itself a place where people go and check every store entrance, because the mall itself doesn't have that many people working for it.
That's why I'm saying they should have had the time though to get that training and do those steps before you open up an entire mall. Because now it's packed. There's all those people compressed together. What do you think is gonna happen?
No,
And you
yeah,
know what?
definitely.
Apparently, like other big malls, like Eden Center or whatever, have honestly been like Boxing Day level packed. Apparently, that's what my manager was saying. And I'm like,
Really?
yeah. And I'm over. It's like, first of all, like to everyone who's like, oh, I need my, I understand. Listen, I'm not a I'm a type of person who likes to try things on before I buy them. Okay, great. But what does it look like the pandemic is gone? Like you can't just ignore it. I remember I saw a video of some Karen who literally was like, oh, I have a breathing condition, so I don't need to wear a mask. No, you have a breathing condition, you do? So wear the damn mask. You should be begging people for masks or don't
Yeah.
wear your masks.
Not like Karen. I have a breathing condition. I have asthma. If I don't wear a mask while I'm outside and I catch the virus, I'm fucking dead. And so are you. Actually, do us a favor. Don't put on the mask so you can die earlier.
You know, I'm terrified. Like, these people probably aren't going to think. And you know what? There's one thing about fitting rooms as well. When you open up a fitting room, these people aren't going to be like, oh, let me just wait until a thing. They're going to, the thing when you open a fitting room, they're right behind you. When you're just like, okay, wait, let me just take out this hanger real quick. Let me take out this piece of clothing real quick because, it's kind of a thing.
I understand wanting to try clothing on, but we live in the 21st century where, like, why is Chapters opening? Like, I'm a bookworm, but why is Chapters open? You have an online store.
Exactly. I don't even know. Some people are so ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And that's what also me talking out of fear. And no joke, if someone tries to sneeze near me, I might actually like punch them. I'll get, what, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
That's why okay, I don't want to go to the mall or anything anyway because I don't want to put myself at risk like that. But, like, either way, I don't want to go out in public because I am very sneezy. Like, I just have allergies and all that shit. I don't want to scare people, but I would understand even if I'm wearing a mask and all that stuff. That people would be on edge as they should be.
I went the other day because I had to, obviously, like I said before, like I had to, go and like check everything, and they had to go tell us, okay, so we're gonna be doing this, this, and this, and I've been trying to stay as calm as possible. Genuinely, I'm very panicky, but thankfully I'm not the only one. Most of us are like, why are we opening? And the amount of people I see walking around with no masks now, like, here's the thing, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm innocent. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm perfect either. I have went into one or two stores. Usually do go with my mask, but then at one point I end up taking out my mask, and then I kind of like get scared and put it back on. I'm not perfect though, I wasn't able to keep it on 24/7, which is why I just stopped going to stores. So I was like, listen, I can't do that. If I know I can't commit to the mask, I'm not gonna go put myself or anybody else in danger. Mainly myself though, because I don't care how selfish that sounds. Everybody should be thinking about themselves and their health and their family. Like, for fuck's sakes. I don't know, man. It's just terrifying to think that these people actually like went through. You know what I mean? Like, you would think that they would said, okay, stage 2, we're thinking of opening stage 2. Let's just give it another few weeks, type of thing, right? The thing is, as soon as they open up, everybody had to rush. All the things have to rush. People are rushing and panicking. No offense, that part wasn't handled properly. And I'll say it as much. I understand the economy, and a lot of people have to get back to work, and I'm being realistic in that sense. But my thing is too, like, if they aren't careful and they open up way too quickly, what's gonna happen? We're gonna get hit with a second wave, and we're gonna be back to square one. And what's gonna happen then? Your economy's gonna drop again, guys. So, like, be a little bit smart about this. I'm not saying that you're not gonna get hit with a second wave, but at least you can maybe take better precautions so it's, not nearly as likely. Or at least if it is, it's not as severe, or you can catch it before it becomes what it once was,
I'm a very business-oriented person, and you guys know that I really do care. The economy and business is one of the top things in my mind, but even I have to agree that when opening stores back up, you do have to have more strict regulations. Maybe not make it like a 3-step plan, maybe make it like a 5-step plan, so that you have more control of who opens and who is allowed to go outside and stuff like that. Because when you open up the gates of hell, all hell will break loose.
Exactly. And you know what? I want to be real with you. I am not in the mood to see nobody's slimy, stupid little kids. Listen, I love kids, guys. I love kids, but some kids in stores are just slimy, annoying, and just.
I wouldn't want to take my kids out in a pandemic. What are they gonna do? Touch stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna put stuff in their mouth.
Anytime you see videos, I'm just gonna say stupid little kids because I'll say what I want. Stupid little kids licking like doorknobs and licking things because they're like, and again, I'm not saying to say they're stupid because whatever, but it's the reality. I remember being a kid too. Everything looks lickable.
Kids don't know better.
Yeah,
leave them
kids
at
don't
home.
know better. Leave them at home.
If you can't find anyone to watch them, then go out another time. Z Shiro can wait.
And I get it. Some people aren't equipped to do a lot of things, but guess what? That's where you use your common sense. I'm sorry, you're giving it for a reason. At the mall, chances are, if you need clothes, maybe for work or whatever, like, and I don't know, not everyone's able to do online ordering and whatever. Everybody has their own situation, so I can't speak for everybody. So I'm getting that. And before anybody tries to say, "Oh no, but you don't know what I'm going through," no, fuck you, bitch. Um, like, you're right. I don't know what you're going through. At the end of the day, you don't know what other people are going through with this whole COVID situation. Can't we just like, I honestly personally do that think though, realistically, like we're at what, like now to I think today only they hit like less than 200 cases or something, or yesterday per day, which is good, but at the same time, it's like, can we please flatten this curve a little bit more? Like, why the hell am I selling you clothes and whatever else we sell when your ass can't even go online and figure out yourself? Plus, but is this stuff really that nice that you need it now? Where are you even going? Nowhere's even that open for you to be like, oh, I'm going to Wonderland with the kids. I'm gonna wear some shorts. No, bitch. Don't be stupid. Oh, I'm going to the CNE. Let me wear some shorts. You don't need the shorts. Stay your ass home. Oh, you know what? Actually, even if they stay their ass home from the beginning of this, maybe then we wouldn't have to be so stressed right now. Like, I'm not getting sick for anybody. I swear to God, I'm about to take a welding mask and walk around with it. That's my protection.
And the thing is, sure, yes, you do have like an excuse to go to the stores because you do want to check out your size. But stores can also be smart, and for every piece of clothing, they can measure like the neck and the chest area and all the other important measurements and put that online, so people would be at home with a ruler measuring themselves like, oh, like, does this fit me? It does. I'm gonna buy it.
Like a size chart. And obviously, and if anything, companies can afford, realistically, I've said realistically way too many times, I apologize. But companies can afford to fix their shipping, like their return policies, so that people, it's easy. So, okay, you order something. Yes, it's a hassle. All right. You gotta cut something from somewhere if you want a thing. But at the end of the day, we're in a pandemic, people. But, like, again, I don't want to pretend like I'm innocent. Oh, I don't do anything. I'm Mother Mary. But the fact is, at the end of the day, like, when it comes to precautions, if I know that I'm like, oh, I'm going out or whatever, I'm just careful when I'm meeting with people. At this point, it's kind of inevitable at this point to be in contact with people. One more month would I feel like we would have been in a good place. Or 2 more weeks. It would have been an amazing place.
Yeah, I don't want to, like, it's like time to like go. I don't want to end it at this note. Like, I'm an angry boy. I don't want to go to sleep angry either because I'm going to sleep after this. Does anyone have a happy place? Like, go to your happy place. Do you have a happy place?
I feel like for me, my happy place would be like, in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, how Rose has to find her happy place. I feel like Rose's happy place would be my happy place. Just beat the shit out of someone I really don't like.
Reach down his throat and shake his hand.
Yes.
That's funny. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know what my happy, but I think I have multiple happy places. Depends on what type of happy I'm thinking.
I don't have a specific happy place, but I remember when I was doing that Pottermore quiz, like, what is your Patronus? They're just like, they're making you visualize some stuff. I think it would just be like everybody hanging out in the backyard or something like that. They're just like a quiet, peaceful afternoon or something, you know?
I feel like it's just like a relaxing hangout, with friends, maybe on like a beach. Or maybe thinking of like somewhere like a nice patio with a beautiful view, with music and food and drinks, and not one stress in the world. No school, no work, but you're financially stable and you're living the goddamn life. And you're just genuinely content with everything.
I don't think I have a happy place because I'm not much of like a visualization. I don't try to feel my emotions and control my emotions through visualization. The way
Me neither. That doesn't really work for me either, but like if I just had to pick one,
the way I would be like, oh, how do I make myself happier would be one, music, or two, I just throughout the day when I want to get into a certain mood, there's things I tell myself. For example, when I'm working out and I really need to finish the set, I'm like, I'm motherfucking put my name here. I'm not gonna say my full name, but I actually do say my full name like out loud. And I finished this with saying, and
full
I'm
name
gonna
Chris
finish
Rail.
this because I am me.
I like that. BT's 4 in the morning now, and we're all kind of dead, but hopefully this is now a more positive place to end. Maybe you guys like the drama and you want us to end negatively. If so, please say so in the comments. Because I'm filled with rage and I'd be more than happy to go off as well.
I feel like
Again,
I feel like I'm influencing everyone to just be rageful. And on that note, I'm Chris.
I'm Kim.
I'm Angela's ghost.
Angela's dead. And we're podcast by default. Don't forget it, or you'll regret it.
Yep.
Chris
We're
will
so
come for
tired.
you.
And he'll shove your hand up your ass, and he'll shake your hand through your mouth.
Very positive. Very good job.
Very positive note to end on, Kim. Yes. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.